This other session is about users. Now, this is very important because in any company you must have people that are called users that will access your SQL locally or remotely. So these people, you need to know how to create the username and password on the computer, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to access your Windows, your SQL, especially if it is set to SQL Server and Windows authentication mode. So if you want to give access to people to log into your SQL Server, you need to create the username and password. So this is what you should do for you to be able to create somebody's username and password. Now, to do that, if you look at my Windows right now, I have my server name, the database folder, security, and all these folders. Now, for people to be able to log in to my SQL, for example, let me log out. Let me disconnect and then connect here. Now, for people to be able to come here and provide a username and password, to be able to log in here, they need to have a username and password created, and you have to do that. So this is what I'm trying to show you. How do you create somebody username and password so that when they come here, they can log into the system? So it's very simple to do that. It's very, very simple to do that. You just need to let me connect again. You just need to go to your SQL and go to security. Now we have two types of security here. One is for the entire SQL, the other is for specifically for your database. For example, if I expand my database and then expand my Clinic One database, you see that there will be security. So here also I can create users for this particular database, but I don't want to go deep into that. So right now it's just for us to create a username and password and give someone access to our database, either locally or remotely. So to do that, you have to expand security and go to logins. Okay, so you can see that these are my users for this database. Now, if I want to create a new user, just have to right click on logins and go to new logins, and then you have to type the name of that particular user. For example, this is going to be let's say Rohi Chang. This is going to be the user, and her authentication is going to be SQL Server authentication. So I need to select that because this guy doesn't live on my Windows. So I'm just creating her account for her to be able to access my SQL Server directly. So she doesn't have Windows credentials. So meaning I have to select SQL Server authentication and provide a password for her. So the password will be on here 123, and I need to confirm that password. So basically that's it. Now you want to give Rohi access to what? You can select the database here. I don't want to enforce password policy as yet because this is critical. We need time to explain about password policy and all of those things, but in the meantime just have to disable it. And then which database is Rohi once she's logged in, which database is gonna have access to. By default, just set it to master so that she can have access to all other databases on the server. So the username, the password, disable password policy, and maintain master, and then just click OK. So if you look through here, Rohi's account is already created. So basically this is how you create users on your SQL server that should access your SQL server either locally or remotely.